man with like a model train and like a pipe,
Yeah.
I think cardigans work.
I would agree. Sort of, there's very few things that where a cardigan works, and model trains just happen to be one of them.
Hmm.
But it quickly verges on pedophilia. And by the way,
Yeah, yeah.
we're live, Max. By the way, we're
Oh, we're
live.
live.
Yeah, I sort of
how
started it.
how long have we? For how long have we
I
been
just
live?
caught the end of your statement about cardigans.
Did they hear the Mr. Rogers part of it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we do the whole pre-roll or no?
No, just
Good.
we're
Fuck the
doing a
pre-roll. Honestly, this morning I woke up and I should have been hungover and it felt like shit, but I felt pretty good. And
mm,
I got on FL Studio and I was playing around with music because I was like, we're gonna do the show tonight, and I need to fix. We need a better intro pre-roll kind of thing,
uh
just to let you know professionally that I want to sort of upgrade yeah,
we're
the
tearing everything out. We're remodeling
yeah,
everything.
we're remodeling. It's all
Yeah,
gonna go get rebuilt.
the show's gonna become 4D here pretty soon, upcoming. Um, but yeah, we're live. We're
Live again.
we're you know maybe before we were just figuring out the show, we were really blown away by the ability to have an intro to a show. That was a really novel idea to us. Not really so much anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just it could be good and neither one of us really wants to sit down and think about it
Yeah.
or like work on it. So,
Hmm.
probably stay the same for a long time. This remodel thing will probably take a long time, but
Yeah.
it's on my mind.
For now, by remodeling, we mean getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that movie Obsession?
No.
Never did.
No,
Damn.
I didn't. It's out in theaters right now is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you I don't know if you squarely told me to go see it. You just told me you liked it.
Hmm. I think I will. I will formally tell you to go see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'll
pretty good.
try to maybe pirate it first. This
Yeah.
is going to be the first thing I do, but if I can't, then maybe I'll go see it. But I'm kind of pressed for time. I got to get my ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Um but I don't know. This weekend's been like it's like 4-day weekend. Maybe I could go Monday, Memorial Day.
You look like a guy who's pressed for time right now.
Yeah, man, I got business. I got
You look
scheduled
very busy.
meetings. Yeah, I gotta I gotta sell Tootsie Pops and Soda Pops.
You're a vending machine guru.
Well, you go to like you go to the old timey like ice cream shop, and the guy's got like an armband, like a Nazi armband. What is up with that? What were the armbands for? Like old timey
Oh,
bartenders. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah, like old timey bartenders, they'd wear dress clothes and then they'd have these like armbands on. I don't know what the armband thing is.
Hmm.
We need Oliver back on so we should do like an old timey episode with Oliver.
Yeah,
I think he would get a lot out of that.
an historical episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson also wore the Nazi armband for a long
Yeah,
time.
but Michael Jackson was just like, I hate Jews. He hated Jews. It's been scrubbed from the record, but YouTube researchers with their own anti-Semitic leanings have sort of dug out the records, and
What are your thoughts on Prince, uh,
you know
especially compared to Michael Jackson?
every Prince song I know, I like them both. I love them both, but
Yeah.
every Prince song I know is a fucking incredible. But like for being from that part of the country, Prince is like a Minneapolis, St. Paul staple guy.
Hmm.
I'm not very familiar with his catalog of music, and I haven't seen Purple Rain. I don't know his story. I don't know much about the guy. He wasn't part of my childhood or anything, and I never got into him properly.
Okay. I've known about him and listened to him for a long time, but just
Mm-hmm.
recently I've started to become like really blown away by him and just like his talent is just insane. Like possibly the I don't know. He's just like insanely talented, and that's really interesting to see.
Yeah, he's a musical freak, a true freak,
Yeah,
like a paver, an inventor, pioneer.
can do everything when it comes to music. Like there's this video of him performing "When My Guitar Weeps" or whatever with like Neil Young. It was I think we're the traveling wheelbarrows or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end, like Prince isn't on stage the whole time, and at the end of the song, he just like comes out and does like a sick ass like 4 minute long guitar solo, and everyone's kind of like stretch, stretch, stretch. Let Prince go. And I didn't even know he could play guitar like that, so yeah, it blew me away.
Yeah, he's like a true talent and a true character, eccentric.
Yeah,
I don't know why I just don't know that much about him, but like that song where it's like, I would die
die
for
for
you.
you. Yeah,
So good. Like,
so
oh my
good,
God.
so
It's
good.
so good.
I listen to him more than Michael Jackson. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
mean to put down Michael Jackson at all. He's great, but
Yeah. My camera's doing the blur thing, so I think I have to unplug it and just go with the. Let's see what we got here.
is it just was
Am
it
I
just out of
frozen?
focus? Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
frozen now.
W- Okay, don't hang up the call. Let's see what I can do here. Where's my settings? Where are the settings in this damn program?
People
How
love
can I?
digging in this. On the bottom, there's a gear on the right.
Yeah, but the for some reason my like task bar is just straight up in the way.
Oh my
So I'm
god.
having to. Which one is it? Is it the third from the right? The fourth from the? Where is
It's
it?
like the very right, very far right.
No, that's hang up the call. It's saying.
I bet if you just reload, you'll be fine. But
All right, I'll hang up and reload.
yeah. Um. Anyways, we can't talk too much about Obsession on the show because Max hasn't seen it. But I recommend everyone go see that. It scared the shit out of me. He's
So,
back.
okay, what do you have to say about? I could
Well,
I
I,
could
I don't want to talk about it with you haven't seen it, so I don't want to force you to talk about a movie you haven't seen. But to
yeah.
to the
You're
people
telling
at home,
people to go see it.
yeah, yeah.
It's by the guy. He's a YouTube filmmaker, right? Like he started on YouTube.
I don't even know. I didn't even look into that.
I think it's the guy that made the like what's it called? It's called like Milk and Cereal. He made his first film, I think. I could be so wrong, but I think he made this thing called Milk and Cereal.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's kind of cool. We're in this era where like Zoomer people that kind of um grinded on like YouTube and stuff. They're getting their flowers and they're getting budgets to make real films.
Like with Kane Pixels, that's just a super
Yeah,
awesome
yeah.
story. Like,
Kane Pixels. I'm pretty sure the guy who made Obsession, and then those Australian weirdos who made Talk to Me,
yep.
and then they made their follow up to Talk to Me. I kind of hated,
Same.
uh, but it was a bad movie. But some of those scenes were so visceral and disturbing that I kind of got to give it to him. Like,
I know.
true, true,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's not like he completely shit the bed or anything. Talk to Me was
Mm-mm.
just like a more simple, bare bones, and effective story.
And the
Um,
premise was way more interesting and fresh.
yeah,
I think, yeah.
yeah. But Bring Her Back. I mean, I think there's possibly a good movie within that movie, but it was
Hmm.
just so convoluted, so it pulled you in all these different directions that it was just confusing.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Often, when I watch movies, I'm confused.
Are you
I'm
bullying me?
what? Yeah.
It was confusing, man.
Yeah, it was like, well, it was like I feel like the horror elements were either just like in terms of the story, the horror story was just tired. Like the idea of this like I don't know, it felt tired. Like when I realized the whole like okay, this is what this movie is, at the like halfway mark when you realize what the danger is and what the whole premise actually this is the shape it's taking. It
Hmm.
just felt like gross. Like this is not that you've
It's
seen
a
it before,
slog.
but just like yeah, it's just boring. Like I felt bored by it at that point. But
Max,
I don't
talk
know.
about talk
Yeah.
about talk about video games. I think you have an interesting take on video games.
Well, I before I talk about them, what do you presume mine to be? Like I feel like it'd be more interesting for you to say what like I would just want to hear what you think I feel about them. Yeah.
Um, I just think it's interesting. Like you have a few video games that are like beloved to you.
Yeah, that I love a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but as an adult, you seem to be unable to enjoy video games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean part of that might just be I wouldn't say it necessarily comes from maturity, but I've just
Hmm.
found other ways to sort of uh suck dopamine, like put the tube in my mouth and swallow. Um
What's confusing about that to me, and like because you watch movies all the time,
mhm.
and is there how are movies and video games different to you when it comes to like
Well, I
dopamining
think
out?
the problem with video games is yes, there are a few auteur like true creatives developing games, but games seem like on average there's so much more like the audience isn't as developed in terms like literarily I don't know, that sounds pretentious, but it's like the audience that
Well,
game
no, I
developers are aiming for and like they just their their appreciation and their tastes are so much less developed. Like I haven't played much Metal Gear Solid, but like Kojima, what's his actual name? Kojima's the company, but
Hideo
Hideo Kojima. No, that's
yeah,
the guy. Yeah,
yeah.
okay. He's like a true auteur, or but there's very few video game guys that are like they have singular visions in the way Kojima does, where it's like, no, this is my vision in the way that a film director or a writer can just be like, this is my vision. Most games are like these crowd sourced, sort of rinsed, washed things that don't feel like a true fantasy or a true vision.
Well, yeah, because I it like games are so much bigger and like harder to make than a movie. You know, even the
Hmm.
biggest movie is like,
Sometimes, but yes,
yeah,
like Avatar is obviously an example of like a crazy amount of effort,
yeah.
or Titanic or something like that. Like that's insane what they do for the.
I
But yeah,
also think the medium of video games are like inherently shitty for the the goal of telling a story
yeah,
because you know by the very nature of it being interactive, the ability to tell a story is like way worse. Way like it has to be worse, you know.
yeah. I think I think the games I like. I don't know exactly what I I guess they do have like lore and stories that are definitely central to the game,
Hmm.
but I think it just comes down to like a
The
lot
fact
like
that you played
design.
it when you were 10.
Yeah, a lot of it's that.
Yeah.
But like there are games that I loved when I was younger that I no longer respect, or like I don't really hold close to me in they don't really live in my head, but there's stuff that kind of I still love and lives inside me. Um yeah. I mean, what's your thing with video games in contrast to me? Because I don't play them anymore. You do play them.
Yeah.
And you're like a real gamer in the sense that you're kind of good at that. Like you're good at games. You beat games and you you rank up. You level up.
I'm the resident gamer of the show.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that, when I asked you the question, I think it's interesting that you brought up like stories, you know, um, because for me that's like not what it's
Not
about.
anything about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course there are games with good stories, but to me,
Well,
it's
I think the thing that attracts me to anything is creative merit. You know,
mhm.
it doesn't have to be story focused, but like the design elements have to be in this geometry that is beautiful and sort of singular and unique. You know, it has to.
There's a
Yeah.
side of me that loves. I think you know this side. I love like strategy and like games of all. Like I like board games and all that.
Factorio or whatever
Yeah,
it's
like
factorial. Yeah.
there's a side of me that's like an like autistic or whatever, and
Yeah.
I love that.
Chess.
I love
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
love being able to, because you can kind of like, once you learn chess, it gives you this. You can sort of
Map.
think, yeah, you can think about chess all day if you want to. um, and I really like the game League of Legends. I know that's
hmm
I'm gonna come out of the closet on that one.
I think
Um,
we may have already talked about that on a live show, haven't we?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but anyways, it's a 5v5 like hyper competitive game.
hmm
And I just like to turn my brain off sometimes. Not even turn my brain off, because when you play League of Legends, your brain's actually like going crazy. Like
hmm
it's not a relaxing game,
No.
and it's
Yeah.
often very 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 frustrating. But it's like letting your mind chew on something else and like burn some
Yeah. Your
calories with that.
problems go away because of the stimulation of the game.
Yeah,
Not even problems, but like the boredom goes away. It's
yeah,
stimulating as hell. So it
yeah.
gives you this like escape into a competitive world. I think I think if I had the nature or like the connection to gaming, I think my brain would learn to be more like yours, and I would be be doing it a lot more. It's just I kind of fall out of it. It's not something I push myself to do,
Yeah.
but I could get the bug if I gave myself the if I opened the door to it, I would get the bug.
I
And I'm
think you
sure
could
there's
too.
lots of good games I know nothing about, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm not like gonna sit here and be like, oh, these 5 games that I love are the only games. Like I just don't know all
Right.
the games.
But
Yeah.
in that regard, gaming is much different than a movie, where like in how like you're really latching your brain onto something else. With a movie, you're appreciating its beauty. You're following along, but it's a lot different in that way. Like a movie doesn't like fully, unless it's really good. A movie doesn't like make you forget what time it is. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, drugs and movies are like interlinked to me, and I usually watch movies like before I go to sleep. Often I'm like high, like stoned or whatever. Um and that's what I seek in movies is like a fully immersive escape, you know, like fully giving myself to um there's kind of two movies. There's like really two movies in my mind where it's like something I truly am just like enveloped and like surprises me and like scares me in the way that like The Wizard of Oz scares you when you're a kid, or like can still scare you. You know, the way that The Wizard of Oz, it's like it is scary. Some scenes are scary, but it's not like a horror movie. I'm not talking about like the kind of scary of like a horror movie, but the kind of scary where it's like you're in this experience, you know? Like every movie to me, I want to feel that sort of uh I want to be taken away, like taken for a ride, you know? And then there's like like afternoon movies where you just want something that kind of feels good, you know, like anime, like you just are napping and opening your eyes and like two of the characters are
Are
like,
you watching anime on the regular?
no, no. I
Yeah.
actually can barely watch anime.
I
I
can't
think
stand
I've
it at
only
all.
well, I like it. I wish I had the bug to actually sit down and like spend my time with it, but I don't. I'll watch like 3 episodes because I appreciate the art. I like the the art side of it, and
Mm.
I'll just burn out fast as hell. I don't have the kind of autism where I'll get attached. Like I'll just be like, I think I'm done with that.
Is it too saturated? Is it too sugary, too sweet, you know?
I think it's too long, you know? Most of the time
Right.
it's like 26 episodes. I don't really watch TV like that. Like even if
Uh,
I think the design and the character and the story is intriguing and I want to appreciate it and like fully watch it, I'll like start an anime and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna watch it all. And like I'll watch like 4 episodes. It'll take me like 2 weeks to watch like 4 episodes and I'll be like, all right, I
yeah,
think it,
but what
yeah,
about like
yeah.
Studio Ghibli where it's a movie? Like I think I have enjoyed and could enjoy those in the future.
Ghibli.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, which ones have you seen? I haven't seen all the Ghibli movies, but I like every one I've ever seen.
I've seen the castle one.
Castle in the Sky,
Yeah.
that one is really good.
Yeah. My neighbor Totoro. Is
I
that
actually have
Ghibli?
not seen Totoro. I haven't
I've seen
seen
that
it.
one. And then you were just talking about being scared as a kid watching like a non-horror movie. Spirited Away did that to me.
Yes,
I saw that.
yes,
I saw that in theaters as a
yes.
kid. Like maybe I was 5 or 6 years old, and it
Yep.
scared the shit out of me. And
You know what it
I left
is?
the theater crying.
You know
What?
what it is?
What?
It's when the parents are turned into
Turned into
pigs
pigs.
eating.
Turned into
Yes,
pigs, bro. That
that
is
that's yeah,
horrifying. Yeah.
it's so scary.
Yeah,
It's
and
so scary.
the
Yeah.
craziest thing about that too is I have this memory. Like I was thinking back, and I'm like, why was there like live action pigs like edited into that anime movie? But there wasn't. But my memory,
Yeah.
I was so horrified that it became real, like
It
live
hijacked your
action.
brain. Yeah.
Yeah. Like of course there's not live action pigs edited into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Howl's Moving Castle is really, really good. Um, all those are super good. The thing is, there's a lot of trash anime, but there's a lot of anime
Lolly
that,
pedo anime.
yeah,
There's a lot of
yeah,
that. And
yeah.
why? You know.
Why?
There's
Because the Japanese, they're little perverts, man.
they
They
are.
really are just the super perverts over there.
Are they repressed? Is that the issue?
Maybe, I don't know, but I love the
Yeah.
Japanese. I love the
If you
Japanese.
were to visit any Asian country, would it be Japan?
Maybe. I would honestly like to go. I would rather like to go to China and do
Dude.
like a
Yeah.
van trip and go into like rural, remote China where like there's crazy villages on the sides of hills where they're like third world country China, not like big city
I
China,
know.
but like the
China is my answer because there's also the big cities where you can sort of get like a Japanese experience too. I'm sure.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then there's crazy rural like farm village. Like I think it's such a big country, and a buddy of mine was telling me about how like the Chinese government, the modern Chinese, like Chinese Communist Party or whoever kind of pulls the strings in China, they basically do their best to prevent people from understanding the real China and like all of the remote rural, like the size, the vastness of China and all of the, like it's a whole different world that we really don't understand, you know. There's all kinds of shit going on
Why
over
don't they
there.
want us to understand it? Is it like, are they sitting on an oasis up there?
I don't think it's like that. I think it's more like they want to project a certain image of China, you know? They
Yeah.
don't want us to understand the realities of it in the
Pretty big
Western world.
country,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, big as fuck.
Yeah. Do you have any do you have any interest in traveling? Like, are you into traveling?
Not really. I do like a road trip, but I there's no city on the face of the planet or like people. I mean, I'm not even really a people person, but I'd rather have like a friend somewhere be like, "Hey, come visit." That would be a better reason to go somewhere than any sort of anything else.
Sightseeing,
Like,
being a
yeah,
tourist?
I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
neither.
like I'll take a hike, I'll do a hike, but I'd rather go to my favorite, like I'd rather go to my favorite swimming hole and hike to my favorite swimming hole, let's say, and spend the day there than like see some crazy like I'm not driven by that, you know, that the lust for travel,
But
the
what if
wanderlust. I'm not
you
driven. Yeah.
what if you like what if you had a wife? Would that change anything for you?
Probably make it more difficult to travel. I think I like solo traveling, honestly.
Oh, okay.
It's very exciting traveling on your own because you can do um you don't have to like, I don't know, it's just a lot less work, you know? Like you only have to take care of one person. Traveling's hard. I think that's the it's expensive and it's hard. I think that's one of the determine the
It is
deterrents.
hard. I very quickly become grumpy as fuck, you
Mm-hmm.
know. You know, like I'm out of my element. I don't like sleeping in a different bed. And then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then it's even worse and by the fact that I have to hear everyone talk about how awesome and important traveling is. I'm like, really? Because I feel like almost every time I do it, I hate it,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. I don't know. There's definitely a place for it, and I just don't. I'm not in love with it. I don't idealize or romanticize it.
Mm-hmm.
But when there's a reason for it, when it comes up in my life, I uh carpe diem. I seize the day. I seize the
I
moment.
remember going on vacations as a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be like something my parents probably spent, you know, thousands of dollars on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
Six Flags.
I just kind of, I just want to like go home and masturbate.
Yeah, you're 14.
Like
Yeah,
that's really what I wanted more
you're
than
like
anything
staying
else.
in this hotel room with my parents is really really killing my vibe
My
because I can't jerk
masturbation
off.
schedule.
Yeah, yeah, that was the worst part about it.
Mm. And it's like you don't really have an appreciation for that kind of shit. At least I didn't when I was younger. I wasn't really
Yeah,
blown away by a different city, you know. Whoa. Like what a waste of money. I'm sorry. Like if I
yeah,
ever
I
have kids, I'm not
hated.
going to go take them to see the Coliseum when they're 12, you know. Let's wait until
Yeah,
they're adults.
I hated being in a big city with homeless people and like threatening people when I was a kid, and I felt like my parents were gonna get shot in front of me,
Like
and I would
Batman.
just yes, and I was gonna have to become. Well, I love Batman, so I was like, if that happens, I'm
The
definitely
bright
gonna.
if my
Even though
parents
my
do get
parents are
murdered.
poor, even though we're poor people, I'm still gonna become. Yeah.
um, Yeah. On the bright side, if my parents get murdered, I can become Batman.
Yeah. What's your feelings about the all of the different Batman movies? Have you seen them all?
I have not seen Batman Begins, but I've seen all the others, and I know
Jeez, dude.
that's you. I know that bothers you intimately because you love Batman Begins.
As a kid, yeah. I mean, I still love Batman Begins. I just okay. Gonna embarrass myself a little bit and talk about a podcast that I enjoy and watch. The Chrome Boys podcast. Recently, they
Shut up.
covered, yeah. Shout out. Maybe crossover in the future potentially. I
Let's
think.
link up.
Yeah. Let's link up. Let's build. Let's link and build. Um, Chrome Boys, Canadian guys. Um, whatever. They recently talked about the Batman movies, and I wasn't buying it. I just the the take one of I don't even know their fucking names honestly, but the one guy was like Batman Begins sucks, and I was like so it's so upsetting to me. I guess you don't have any strong feelings about it, so this is probably like a boring thing to talk about, but it like how okay. So the Christopher Nolan Batman, starting with Batman Begins, I get it. I get it. It's not the best of them. Maybe it's the weakest. I personally feel that The Dark Knight Rises, the conclusion of the trilogy, is the weakest. I have a few really, really big problems with that movie.
Let's put a lick dog tail, a dog ear on that one because let's talk about Dark Knight Rises in a bit. But
Okay,
carry
okay,
on.
okay, okay. But The Dark Knight is such an important movie. It's a masterpiece of like there's this genre that has overstayed its welcome and is now completely beat into the ground and like but like the superhero thing of the 20 the 2000 like the 21st century superhero thing
Super
it's
played
it
out, super shitty.
it's super played out but
Yeah,
it happened
yeah.
we had to 2 decades for sure, maybe 3 decades of this superhero comic book movie thing just being. And The Dark Knight is this movie where where Heath Ledger was literally sacrificed. Heath Ledger was literally sacrificed and probably uh put like as an actor, he literally gave himself and performed one of the like the Joker in The Dark Knight is the
Joker.
performance there is just like beyond what anyone else should do. It's not healthy. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't actually do that kind of thing. It's not worth it. You know, you shouldn't do that sort of thing as an actor. And
Do
sort of
what? What did he do? Are you being
well,
facetious?
no, he locked himself in his room and like sort of manifested an insanity, you know. And I know there's different takes and I've heard different things about his death and people will say,
The movie
"Oh,
killed him.
he actually didn't have a drug problem." Or and he just accidentally took too many sleeping pills or whatever. But like no, like the dude was giving it his all and he was living in a dark place. Like I if you understand how films are made and you appreciate the reality of how films are made, like I think it's easy to watch a movie and be like, well, it's fake. It's fake. So like none of this is of any consequence. But like to
I thought that was
you know
all
what I
bullshit just like to make a mythos of the Dark Knight. I thought that all that shit was kind of horse shit.
what what
Like
sort of
this
shit
idea
what do
that
you mean?
like Heath Ledger like sacrificed himself
No, I
for
say
the
that I say that kind of in a joking way, the sacrifice thing, but like I think I mean this is gonna be burgeoning on to my feelings about kind of like just esoteric like conspiratorial stuff, but I think when people die, there's a power to that. Um I don't know if I really have the words at my disposal to fully get into that topic, but I do think Heath Ledger dying did lead to this sort of explosive power of the movie and
Of Joka.
Joker. I don't
A lot
know
of Joka.
where are we at in this conversation? Because I have all kinds of feelings stemming from when I was like 10 years old and first saw it. I'm confused. My
You're
emotions
defending
are
the honor of Batman Begins, and
yeah. Batman Begins.
I'm with you, man. I defend that
Batman.
one.
Okay, it's easy to look back from 2026 and be like, oh, that one's weird. It doesn't. It's not as good or
Did
whatever.
Christopher Nolan direct that one or no?
Yes, yes.
He
But
did.
yes,
Oh my
and
god.
Batman Begins is so good for what it is, and it was the first of the trilogy. So I feel like saying it sucks or is bad is weird as fuck, and I hate that take because
Well,
it's
Chrome
also
Boys, we did just extend an olive branch to you,
yeah,
but
but that's a
after hearing
horrible
that,
movie.
I'm not so sure about that anymore.
Yeah. Well, you haven't even seen it, but it's a great movie. Like it's a really really good action movie, and as a as a real director, having to make a superhero movie is so gay that doing anything at all good, just making a good decent action movie out of like a superhero movie is so difficult, and the work that Christopher Nolan did to make that work, I respect it, and I've always loved Batman Begins. I think it's good. It's simple.
I
It's
mean, the
simple.
worst one has
Yeah.
to be like the Adam West Batman.
That's like
If
the
you count
early
that.
TV show, right?
If you count that, I don't know if that does count, but there's no way that's not the worst.
Well, people, have you seen like Batman Forever with Jim Carrey? Excuse me, Jim Carrey and Arnold Schwarzenegger and
No,
stuff.
who does Jim Carrey play?
Jim Carrey's the Riddler.
The Riddler.
Yeah,
No, I haven't
you
seen
haven't even
that.
seen that?
No.
Damn, I grew up on Batman, man. I would go to the library and check out every single graphic novel, comic book. Like it would often be the compendium with multiple, because when you go to the library, that's how I read comics. They don't give you the individual like serial releases of comics. You get like a 200-page book of
Compilation.
yeah, like a compilation kind of thing, compendium. And so I would do that all the time. I would read everything Batman that they had at the library, thousands of pages of Batman comics, and then I would watch all the movies. And
Now, let's
I
talk about
don't
why
know.
you don't like
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises. Is it the mixing of Bane's voice that bothers you the most?
No, I think Bane is the best part of The Dark Knight
Bane is
Rises.
awesome. I love Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy is I like Tom Hardy. I think he can miss in a lot of movies. I don't think he always hits. Um but he's good. He's good as Bane. It was great, a great casting.
Hmm.
Um I I may have told you this before, but the scene that really sticks in my teeth and
The
bothers
football,
me and makes what?
the football one.
The football scene. The
Yeah.
football scene that should have been cut from the movie. Everything about it. The fact that Heinz Ward catches a kickoff return. They picked okay, so they casted an actual football player outside of his prime. I think he may have been retired. So he's right. And Heinz Ward is not a kickoff return guy. He's not a fast guy. But in the movie, he catches a kickoff return, runs it back for a touchdown. and there's this goofy ass thing
It
where
blows
as
up
he's
behind him.
yeah, behind him, and he turns around and looks, and the field is
That's
gone.
bad. That's bad.
That's bad.
Okay,
It's
but the
awful.
what was
Yeah.
compelling about Bane to me was how he was like a terrorist.
Yes.
He wasn't
No,
like a
dude, the
villain. He felt like a
openings. Yeah.
terrorist. And
Yeah.
if that scene, I still there's still an idea I like about that scene where it's like a public display of violence at the football stadium, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just it shouldn't have been so movie. The way it blew up behind him is really corny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I just give that to Christopher Nolan being like an Englishman and like not understanding football and like not quite because I'm a football guy. I like
Yeah.
NFL football. So like the seeing it so falsified and cartoonified and fake, it like destroyed the realism of the movie. But no, the Dark Knight Rises, like the opening sequence, the that would be very painful for you. That shit's great. You know, on the airplane with the
The
airplane like
airplane
tearing in
practical
half.
effect.
Yes,
Yeah.
so good. Yeah,
Yeah. Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Beyond
We
that, I'm
gotta.
not sure I remember a whole lot in the movie. I remember him
Yeah,
I remember Batman climbing out of the well.
pit thing. Yeah,
Them fighting in the dark. Um, but yeah, I would give the best movie has to be The Dark Knight, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight is basically Heat remade with Batman like overlay. And like Heat is like kind of the best movie of all time. You've seen Heat, right?
Yeah, I've seen Heat.
Okay. Yeah. Um
Is that your idea that Dark Knight's a recreation of Heat?
no, other people have said it too.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like kind of it's pretty apparent. It's not like a direct one to one, you know, like there's nothing like that, but it's Heat did everything that the Dark Knight would go on to do
Yeah.
kind of first. Um yeah, not my idea.
Were you trying to? Did you have to go? Were you trying to wrap this up?
No, I'm trying to take a pee, but I was going to
Okay.
say let's get off Batman cuz it's
Okay.
I feel like but yeah, let's take a break.
Take a quick break. We'll be back
Yeah. In a
very,
minute.
very shortly when I figure out how to do this. Okay. BRB. everyone. We're back. We get paid by the minute, so we try to take as long of breaks as possible.
Was that a long one?
No, not really. It wasn't too bad. We've definitely had worse.
We've got um tequila.
What are you mixing it with?
A little bit of lime juice and then just plain club soda. It's called
Mm.
ranch water.
It's like a gin and tonic kind of.
Yeah, but there's no sweetness to it. There's no
Whoa,
sugar.
the
It's
lime.
just limes don't have any sugar.
The kind a gin and tonic doesn't have any sweetness in it.
Dude, that's the fucked up thing. Look up tonic water. Look up tonic.
Didn't
It's
you just say?
full of sugar.
Didn't you just say you're putting tonic water in there?
No, club soda, like plain.
Oh,
Just
I heard.
it's Lacroix plain. Yeah.
I heard tonic water. Um,
Um. So it's kind of fucked up. Tonight I get all dressed up to the nines. No cigar. I
looking
really
fly
need a
as fuck.
cigar. How fitting would a cigar be tonight?
Are you still on the cigar
No,
train? No.
no, I really haven't had one in some time.
That's too bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I got remember I smoked two in one night and then my throat was fucked up for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's that
so
makes sense.
so I was like, maybe I won't do those cigars
I'm not sure
anymore.
if even the most seasoned cigar smokers could pull something like that off.
Do two in one night. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea. Um, so we've got Zin. That's all we've got.
Zen.
Tonight after the show, I'm gonna have to go out on an adventure and track down my camera.
I got a little. I got a. I got frustrated just by you telling me about that.
Mm-hmm. It's very annoying to like one. I just hate losing things. I know where it is, so that's a relief. But trying to coordinate with somebody and like, oh, I got free time from 2 to 5, and like trying to coordinate meet up with with somebody. I hate that.
And they're kind of like not respectful of your time, really.
Yeah, or they're not as eager to solve the problem as you are because you need the thing, but they're like, yeah, yeah, just less less willing to help you.
Do you want to mention your plans upcoming or no?
You talking about going to New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to New York, and I'll be going to New York this week. So I'll we might not be able to do a show next week just with the way things are gonna go because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna bring my laptop and stuff. I wouldn't think, but I should have a lot to report after my first New York experience.
I'll have to get someone to fill in for you.
Yeah, you gonna do a
Yeah.
show?
I mean, we could get Oliver maybe.
Yeah,
It's
you
very
could.
important that we keep our fans fed every
Yeah,
week.
all zero of the
All one of them.
yeah, all one of. I mean, how many live viewers have we ever had? One is the most.
I'm not sure there's ever. Well, you said P watched one time,
Yeah, yeah, he did, and I think that's the only
but I
time
usually
anyone's
don't
ever
even have.
watched it live.
I usually don't even have it up, so I wouldn't even know if we have a viewer or not.
Yeah, we sort of don't really watch the numbers. We're pretty sure they're steadily growing and possibly viral, but
Possibly viral, yeah.
I was thinking one thing we could do, we don't need to do this. Might be the wrong thing to do. But we could sort of pointedly create shorts about people that we know have sort of really active, engaged audiences. Make these shorts about like programs like we did with the Jeff Dye Ben Avery thing.
This
Like
is such
continue
a
to
snake. This is like
snake move.
this is like exactly what they accuse people of doing. Uh,
Yeah,
when you like
but we
hate
could.
and when you hate on someone on the internet, they're like, "Oh, you're using me for clout," and you're proposing that we start using people for clout.
Yes, for viewers, so we can get the real message out there. So we can get the good message out there, the good word out on the town. Yeah, out
Yeah,
across
fuck
the
it, man.
nation. I'm trying to reach the nation.
Yeah,
I mean, can you blame me?
I'm down for that.
No,
Yeah.
but the actual truth is, and as I continue to watch Ben Avery's content, I know what I said in the little YouTube short and whatever I said. I said he was a sick individual, this and that. I might still think he's a little bit sick, but I absolutely love Ben Avery and his little live show that he does. And I watch Lemon Parties from time to time. I
I
like
mean, I
those
think it's
guys. I think they're
clear.
very fun.
I think it's clear to me, at least, when you said that it was tongue in cheek.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
And
what I
yeah,
said, what I don't think comes off as tongue in cheek when I said
that you hate Jeff Dye. I kind of like Jeff Dye. He's a pitiful individual.
I
He's
know
easy to
I kind of like
pity.
Jeff
Yeah.
Dye
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
but I did not like him at all before. But I think he came out on top. Maybe not on top, but he looked fairly good in the
He
beef.
got bitched. He did
Yeah.
get bitched, but it made you sympathetic. It made me
Yeah.
sympathetic too, where it's like
Mm.
this guy really is just kind of a dumb guy he wants to be liked so bad. That's all he wants.
A
He just
himbo.
wants to. Yeah, he's a himbo. Yeah. Honestly, like you and I, we can hate from time to time, but if we're talking about anyone, there's love. There's love there.
More than
No matter
anything,
who
we're
it is. Yeah.
lovers.
Yeah.
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 But why is it more fun to hate than to love? More often than not, if we were just at a podcast where we talked about things we love, which is kind of what it is most of the time.
Yeah, we do talk about things we love,
Uh,
but yeah, it's fun to hate. I don't know. I feel like it's a mixed bag. We hate and love in the same breath.
hmm
I'd say it's a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
The things that you are capable of hating are so closely tied to something you love. Like the only reason we know about Jeff Dye is because of Red Bar and then Ben
hmm
Avery.
Yeah.
Otherwise we would have no fucking clue who Jeff Dye is. You know what I mean? It's like it's the interrelation between love and hate that makes things compelling, that even gives you emotions and feelings about them. Like you have to feel invested. There has to be true love for there to be.
Did you hear anything about the roast of Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I don't remember anything of what I heard, but I did like watch a video or something about it. Curious to what you're gonna say.
Um, yeah, I think roasts are so played out, so
Mm-hmm.
tacky, and I also hate how everything is every everything like publicity is really down to a formula now, where it's like, okay, they're gonna do the thing, and we have to make a controversy, and then that will rile up constant discourse that will last for about, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. That's what we're shooting for. And that's like
Mm-hmm.
exactly what happened with the roast. It was like, they went with this narrative of Shane Gillis versus Chelsea Handler. Too Lazy to Try covers it, Podcast Cringe covers it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just hard to care anymore about
Yeah, I
this
think
kind
I
of shit.
watched a Too Lazy to Try video about it.
Yeah, it's
Should we talk about your your brief career with as
yeah. I'm a former colleague of Too Lazy to Try.
yeah. Did
Uh,
you what's the story? You edited one of his videos or what?
I edited one of his videos. I'm not sure if I did a bad job or
Did
if
it get released?
no, it was just a Patreon video,
Okay.
so it's not public. But you know,
Too
I
lazy to try. I feel like his Patreon is him jerking off. Like I feel like his videos are so dry and boring. Like his
mhm.
personality, I feel like his Patreon would just be pornography or something. I feel like it couldn't be more of the same. I feel
It
like it
is more
have.
of the same.
I feel like it should be him stepping up and unzipping and
Unzip
showing it
for
all.
us.
Yeah,
Too lazy.
yeah. Does
But
anyone know what he looks like?
no, I feel like he's a good-looking guy. What do you think?
Maybe, but he's the kind of good-looking guy who gets zero puss.
Right? Yeah,
He
maybe.
just he can't get excited about anything. He's so dry. It's so
Is that a
underwhelming.
gimmick of his show, his channel though?
I think that's him, dude. I think he's being honest.
I don't know. I think it's funny because compare and contrast him with podcast cringe, who talks about the same topics with the utmost importance, and
But in
that's
English
all.
accent. Yeah.
That's fucking gay. That's
Yeah.
fucking gay. It's like, I can't believe Joe Rogan did this again. Like, bro, shut the
He
fuck up.
he's gaslighting. He's gaslighting what's
Theo
that guy
Von.
Theo Von. He's gaslighting Theo Von again.
We can't let him get away with this. Yeah, so I think in that sense, Too Lazy looks better because it is the most petty
Yeah.
bullshit topics of
He's
all time.
consistently he's done the same shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it was kind of funny. You don't follow Lemon Party probably as closely as I do
Not
at
at all.
all. But they had on what's that guy? Comedy it's one of these guys, comedy but he's more of a lover of all the comedians. Who's
Oh,
the
the kid,
you
the
know
little
who?
twink.
Yes, what's
I don't know.
not podcast cringe. He doesn't hate. He loves
He
them. He runs
loves.
the like NCAA bracket of the comedy podcast.
You're right. It's comedy something, but I don't know.
Comedy.
I can't
Ah,
find it.
I don't know either. But Lemon Party actually hosted him in their studio. Like he came and hung out, and it was adorable. It was cute. It was funny. It was funny, and he kept self-deprecating, where he was like, "This sucks. I suck."
What?
He was so insecure and like
Aw.
intimidated, and he was like, and they were like, "Dude, no, it's fine." Like,
Joke World. That's where
yes, joke.
it is.
And he was like, "This sucks. I'm lame." And it's like, dude, if you just didn't say that, you'd be fine.
He's
But then
cute
you were like,
though.
"I suck. I'm not funny." It was
Um,
adorable.
just real quick. I mean, we should probably wrap soon. We're at 58
Yeah.
minutes, but I don't know. Do you know the history of Tim Dillon and Ben Avery? And if so, can you fill me in?
Yeah, I mean Ben Avery was the guy from the beginning that was the second chair because Tim Dillon's kind of a machine. He was a powerhouse for a while where he would go on these rants and sort of he had this edge to him in like
I
I
remember
don't know
that
what the
he was
yeah.
he was a hot topic for a while.
Yeah, he was a heavy hitter that I would hear like normies talk about like wow, I found this guy, That's like
Right.
he's crazy. And Ben Avery was the producer and sort of the second chair.
But was he
And
on mic, on camera?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Every now and then. He wasn't I don't think he was always on mic on camera, but sometimes he was.
Okay.
So he came up. He was a producer for multiple people though. I think is his story. So basically he's this guy from a small town in Texas, or not a small town, but like a smaller city like we're from, just this kind of bullshit boring city. And he went to LA as I understand it, and started being a producer for a bunch of people. And Tim Dillon was kind of his thing, and then they broke up. I mean, Tim Dillon was a gay guy having sex with Ben Avery, and then they broke up as a couple. And
Did they have it? Is the beef public? Do we know why they broke up?
yeah, there's a couple arguments. I forget. There might be like secret tapings too. There might be. I forget what all I've seen, but there are like a couple like things where it's like on camera interactions that are like tense and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the actual dispute, why the relationship ended, but they broke up as like a couple, because they used to be like the best of friends, you know. And the spirit of Tim Dillon, whatever was good about him,
It's gone.
is definitely inside Ben Avery a little bit, you know. Like they definitely, I could see how they got along and sort of shared the spirit of like whatever
The
whatever it is they
the
do.
hateful energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what is Tim Dillon even up to now. I feel like I haven't heard about him
I don't know. He kind of
forever.
fell off.
Yeah.
He's on a breath machine that's breathing for
CPAP
him.
machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, should we wrap this?
yeah. Are you feeling like rapping? Well, you gotta. You probably got. I know. I know why you want to rap. I know why.
Dude, we're at an hour. That's what we do. But anyways,
No, I
thank you
gotta
for
track down my camera. I shouldn't get too drunk yet.
yeah. He's got to go on an adventure. Catch
Yeah.
his camera. Um. Anyways, thanks for listening to Dopamine Forever.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.